Savannah Craven really craving for attention and of my name, so I really have to mention that you's a lame, but really this your lane. You doing interviews, but trying to make people look insane while they're saying what they're saying. And really, I don't get it, though. She said, where did it go wrong? But the girl antagonized me for like 20 minutes long, and I'm still standing strong. Got my city here behind me. And all of a sudden, she act like she was trying to find me. Once she got my at, the girl blocked me on all that, so I couldn't see the defamatory things she's been saying behind my back. And yeah, it's really tragic. I'm really sorry that I had to let her have it, but it really gets like that in these New York streets. How dare you come around trying to rage bait me? You don't know me from a hole in the wall, trying to sit here and stand on your 10 like you're tall. I am not with that shit. Hate it had to be you, but...
All right, guys, so we got to follow...
All right.
So yeah, shout out to BCP.
We borrowed this segment from Black Conservative Perspective because I could not find it. And listen, I think that Brianna Rivers raps exactly like Plato. If you don't know why we're talking about Brianna Rivers, she seems to be from New York, and she assaulted Savannah Antao on the street, I think back in April.
Let me just say, Nicki Minaj ain't got shit on her.
You know, not that I know a lot about, you know, that type of music, although I did listen to it a lot when I was younger, but you could use a Dr. Dre or something like that. Maybe put a little bit of a beat behind it.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Way to go. Acapella, hell yeah. No beats required.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the true meaning of acapella, actually, I think. But anyway, we're talking today about Savannah Antao, who is a conservative activist, very pro-life. She's a social media influencer, 23 years old. She does street interviews, unfortunately in New York City, and we're going to talk about this case that happened, I believe it was back in April, where she was assaulted on the street for asking the woman who just did that wonderful rap music, Brianna Rivers, questions.
And should we kill the kids in foster care? And
why not?
Ooh, that's a little loud.
Why not? If that's the case,
Stop yelling,
kill the kids
please.
in foster care that aren't wanted.
Who's gonna take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them.
We should just kill.
It probably is a little bit of a higher percentage. She's not wrong, but
foster care
I mean, if you're advocating for the extermination of children who are orphaned, it's like, I don't
think
know
the solution is to just kill them. Yeah, that's not good.
I don't think you're. I don't think. Well, not even that you're not on the right side of history. I don't think you even know what you're saying.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
So we should kill the victims of molestation.
I think. What does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It
is. I mean, it's very logical.
This is literally. I don't care. Wow. I don't care if I sound misogynist. This is the modern woman phenotype 101. Yeah. Everything is about gratification. Everything's all about me. It doesn't matter if another life spawns into this. Oh, I wish I had.
It's not logical to expect her to not.
What were we just talking about? I said, you know, I never get everything I want. I want the meme now, where it's the little boy who said, you know, men have killed 1 billion people in war, and it's like women 1.4 billion since 1980 through abortion. It's like, you know, we can't even compete. There's no way to compete.
It's truly sad, man. It's truly sad.
Who are you, Nancy?
I sound dumb.
You sound dumb as.
Okay.
It does, because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
You did.
Yeah, and they do. And you can be on, I mean, there's like 50 different birth controls for women. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, there are absolutely options out there.
There are options out there. If you want to prevent having a kid, you don't really need a kid, and it's not going to alter your reproduction, as far as I know, at least.
There's abstinence.
Oh, abstinence is a choice, too.
view
Yeah.
it's very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
So this is exactly what's going to trigger her, and we're gonna do this, and I don't know if this is gonna be end off YouTube or
Sorry
not.
for any graphic. Sorry for the viewers. That was a
It's
little
not
bit
very graphic. It's just
Any type of action where
Children that
somebody
have been
gets
That's
hurt.
not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Yeah, that's
so
unnecessary. Completely unnecessary.
yeah. So as you can see here, Savannah Antao, I believe that's how you say her name. If I get it wrong, I'm very sorry about that. She's doing street interviews, which is not an uncommon thing in this day and age. A lot of people do street interviews.
Especially in New York.
I think it's just especially, probably in high populated areas. I know they do it in California, like Miami, stuff like that. Obviously, she's just asking questions. This woman, Brianna Rivers, obviously, if she doesn't want to answer the questions, can just walk away. But she chose to answer this in a different sort of way. Because you're so emotional and you can't out argue this woman's point. And listen, you can be, like I said, I don't agree. Like I used to when I was younger. I agree with the whole pro-choice argument. I got a little wiser, a little older. Now I don't so much. But I can understand maybe why people do. I think you maybe should articulate it better than this behemoth did. Sorry, I can't. Brianna Rivers.
No,
Brianna Rivers.
Do that here.
It was Brianna Rivers. I misspoke. My handwriting, you can see it. My handwriting is very bad. It's just bad. I thought it was Behemoth. It was Brianna Rivers.
Let's stop categorizing people.
I'm not categorizing. I misspoke. I just misspoke.
Either way,
I misspoke.
She is definitely wrong for her actions.
Well, for assaulting somebody on the street for doing an interview, and you could have just walked away. Said, I don't want to have this conversation anymore. But you were too triggered. Too triggered.
She attacked my wife.
Just,
wow. Now all of a sudden she attacked her.
oh yeah, now
Wow.
she's the victim, and the aspiring rap lyricist. So obviously this, to me, I think it would be a clear, open, shut thing. I mean, you were assaulted on camera. You can see that, I mean, you were not in a situation that would have been hostile. You could have just walked away. But apparently, because it's DA Alvin Bragg's New York, and we all know how DA Alvin Bragg got elected for pretty much being like, I will go after Trump and all that stuff. Maybe he doesn't really favor conservatives so much. I wouldn't say that, but this case almost says that.
It's absolutely disgusting, and we are going to continue fighting for justice. The Thomas More Society and we are going to be pursuing a civil suit against this woman. This is the same.
See, and I would say that's not good enough. This woman, you were having a conversation that she walked up to herself, and she assaulted Savannah because she didn't like what she was saying. Did we not just see the same thing play out in Utah with Charlie Kirk? That these Democrats, these liberals can always be prone to violence if they don't like what you're saying or spewing. Yeah. You don't have to agree with anything.
You
don't have to agree with anything Savannah Antao says, and I don't know all her politics. I happen to agree with her in this. I agree with her in this situation. But you don't have to.
It shouldn't result in violent acts.
No, it shouldn't. It's very. Very, very simple.
District Attorney Office that prosecuted Daniel Penny, but wants to let off my attacker with.
Yeah, that's another great point, isn't it? You prosecuted Daniel Penny. You tried to throw him in jail for the rest of his life. And luckily, you found 12 sane people in New York. But this somehow isn't a crime. When it's on camera, this is on camera. This is not really disputable. Oh, well, she was antagonizing the person. Just walk away. You don't have to have this conversation. Nobody's forcing you to do it.
Yeah.
all the video evidence right off the hook with a slap on the wrist. It's disgusting. I have a question for Alvin Bragg. If I was your daughter, if I was your wife, would you have done the same thing? I think not.
I guarantee not.
I think not as well. Are you still going to go out on the streets? Are you still going to conduct these interviews, Savannah?
Absolutely. I mean, I owe it to my mentor, somebody who I looked up to, Charlie Kirk. He inspired me to speak out against abortion and stand up for what I believe in, and he would want us to continue, and I hope that everybody watching.
That's what to me, that's what it's more about. And then I understand her political stance, and it's removing politics away. Like, there should nothing be wrong. There should be nothing wrong, for having open debate. It should not result in violence.
Yeah, but clearly there definitely is. And we're going to get, this is what Savannah's going to say about it. And listen, I think if I was in the same situation and I got assaulted on the street and it's on camera and it's pretty clear as day that, okay, you might have said words that this woman didn't like. Sure, I can agree with that. Obviously, she's very pro-choice, she's very pro-life. She walked up to your microphone.
Yeah, she agreed to speak to you on your mic, on camera.
There really isn't too much else to it. But we're going to get into exactly what Savannah says here. So, and I'm going to have to go really fast. I'm going to play this, but I got to jump downstairs really quick.
You're good.
On April 3rd, 2025, I, Savannah Craven Antao, was brutally assaulted in the streets of Harlem while conducting interviews on Planned Parenthood. The entire shocking interaction was caught on camera by my husband, leaving no doubt that the assailant, Breonna J. Rivers, was not only guilty of aggravated assault, but also exulting over her own vicious criminal act. Rivers was arrested and reportedly charged with felony assault. But after an interview with 2 prosecutors, I was informed that the felony had been downgraded to a misdemeanor. Despite indisputable video evidence of brutal assault and battery, producing significant injury, trauma, and resulting in over $3,000 in medical bills. Over the next few weeks, the Office of the New York District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, infamous for its 2-tiered system of justice that favors criminals over victims, failed to pursue the case. On July 23rd, 2025, I find out the prosecution simply allowed this misdemeanor to be dismissed on speedy trial grounds, apparently due to the prosecution's failure to file a certificate of readiness. I was never advised by the prosecution that my case had essentially been abandoned. As a matter of fact, the prosecutor assigned to handle my case isn't even admitted to the New York bar, just an inexperienced law school graduate. Yet he was able to handle my case under a student practice rule, which is supposed to apply to only very minor offenses. Prior to the dismissal, the prosecutors failed to communicate with me and with my lawyers, and the failure to communicate continued after my lawyers intervened on my behalf to try and find out how this case could be dismissed.
It's dismissed because they don't care about your case because you're conservative.
They literally lacked to file a form.
Yeah.
That's why it was dismissed. That's insane.
And you're going to say you can make the...
And not to mention they downgraded it from a felony to a misdemeanor before all that.
Already before that, yeah.
Yeah, and then they just let the misdemeanor go away.
And listen, maybe you could make the argument if it's circumstantial evidence.
This is why they have a history, or they have a label where they basically care about the criminals more than the victim.
Oh.
That's why everyone refers to it that way. This is a prime example.
How can the evidence be circumstantial if you have it on camera?
Yeah.
And I gotta think, if this was a liberal being assaulted by a conservative,
$3,000 worth of medical bills.
If this was a white man,
no crime,
assaulting a black woman, I very much doubt it would be treated the same way. And you know what? As Savannah has already brought up, Daniel Penny, it wasn't treated the same way. It wasn't. Stay out of New York if you can, folks. Do not go to New York.
To this day, my lawyers and I have received 0 reply, despite multiple text messages, emails, and phone calls. It is inconceivable that a violent assault case such as this, one that received widespread media attention, including that shocking video, would be put into the hands of somebody not even admitted to the New York
Yeah, and it was
bar.
a law student on top of it. It wasn't even an actual prosecutor. It was a law student.
I agree.
They're not supposed to preside over cases like this.
I'm going to say something that's very controversial, but I think everybody knows is actually true. And it's that your victim card gets declined if you're a conservative. That's what it seems like. Your victim card is not good if you do not have the same politics as other people.
Especially in certain cities.
That's what it seems like.
Then allowed for the case to be dismissed. It is hard to avoid the conclusion.
And I'm not saying that Savannah Antao views herself as a victim or anything like that. I'm just saying if she had different politics, I guarantee you this would be treated 100% differently. 100%. If she's a pro-choice activist, would this have been dismissed? Let us know down in the comments.
That this case was deliberately sabotaged. To this day, my assailant, Breonna J. Rivers, continues to show zero remorse and make jokes about her act of violence toward me and other pro-lifers.
And because she's incentivized to. She knows there's not going to be any repercussions.
There's no consequences, yeah.
She did give us that fantastic rap that was illuminating.
I do not
sure
want
she'll be
clicks,
signed any day.
fame, or sympathy for what happened to me. I want justice for the countless pro-life and conservative activists that go out and peacefully stand up for what they believe in. And justice for the thousands of preborn children who will be aborted today, tomorrow, and the next. No one on either side of the aisle should experience physical violence for using their First Amendment right.
I 100% agree with her. And I think that now, after the, in the wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination, this message resonates more than ever. But I think it's these Democrat cities with these soft on crime policies will just re-release until somebody commits an act bad enough to actually be put in jail for the rest of their lives.
And then the questions arise like always. Why wasn't something done earlier? Well, there wasn't enough evidence. There's actual video evidence of this.
I think we actually have to start holding judges accountable. I actually had this conversation with my father not too long ago, and I said, listen, I would secede part of the country to liberals. Because I'm at the point where I don't know if we can live together in copacetic harmony anymore. They can have the West Coast. You give them Washington, Seattle, California.
They want to be violent.
Oregon,
they want to be aggressive. And
Portland, LA.
Most conservatives don't, believe it or not.
Most conservatives
they're always labeled as the aggressors. Very rarely are conservatives actual violent.
I was going to read this article. I don't know if we really need to. We already know, back in April, Breonna Rivers. You know what I mean? And it's just, is there no justice for this woman? Especially in New York, apparently, a woman...
according to the article, they admit that they botched the case, but, what does that do, admitting that you botched the case? Why did you botch the case?
How did you botch the case?
Plenty of ample time.
How do you botch a case when there's video evidence of this woman assaulting this woman?
Even if you're a law student and not yet a prosecutor, how on earth? Because you didn't file the... you didn't file the paperwork because you didn't pay attention?
It looks like,
what, you forget that it was due?
I'm going to be very charitable. It looks like you're on a street. There's a crosswalk here. You could go that way. You did go this way. You went to the left of you.
Right.
It looks like you could go back to the right. And let's just, I'm going to assume, to her right side, there's a brick wall. Let's assume there's a brick wall and she can't go that way. You can still have 3 directions to go. This woman's not going to follow you. You didn't have to stop for her interview. And you can disagree with her all you want. And you could think that, hey, I'm pro-choice, you're pro-life. I don't care if I murder my kids or anything like that. It doesn't matter to me. Because I'm sure this woman is chock full of abortions. Guarantee it.
Sounds like it. Sounds like she's made that choice once or twice, depending
Speculating. That's alleged. But it doesn't really matter. It's like you don't have to engage with her. And you definitely don't have to hit her. And the fact that New York doesn't want to pursue this when there's video evidence of it. Video evidence that I'm not even sure that we can show. We'll see if this video. We're going to see if this video stays up, but I don't know if we can show that on YouTube because there is somebody punching somebody else in the face. Well, we will see. But if YouTube won't allow it, why will New York allow it? That's the question. And I would say shame on DA Alvin Bragg. He should be immediately removed from his position because he's completely incompetent. This is open and shut. This woman assaulted this other woman. And you're not going to do anything about it. But Daniel Penny's got to go through, what, like 18 months of court cases because he tried to save people on the subway. But this is so clear cut. I'm going to leave it there. I hope, I hope Savannah.
I hope justice does come.
I hope Savannah sues this person into oblivion.
Yeah.
Who knows what, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know why New York won't take any action against this woman. I think that's insane. It's on camera.
Criminal action should absolutely.
There is no dispute about it. I mean, you really can't. It's not really. Oh, it's alleged. It's actually, I would say, it's not alleged. It's camera. It's on camera.
Right
so
there. Yeah,
is what it is. But we're gonna leave it there. Hopefully, we have an update on this at some point in time. Hopefully, it's a good update. Hopefully, this woman should be held accountable. Because you know what? Everything you did to get in your own emotions about your own situation or how you feel politically about the pro-life, pro-choice thing, you could have just left. You could have just walked away. Nobody's holding you there. You don't have the right to assault this woman. So, I hope everything works out for Savannah. And she's a good patriot. And I pray she gets justice. I really do. Oh. We'll leave it there, though. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe down below. Or, hey, if you're on Brianna Riverside, don't subscribe. Leave a dislike on the video if you're on Brianna Riverside.
Yeah.
Talk to you in the next one. Later.